My name is Professor Paul Harpur. I'm a professor here at the University of Queensland Law School. I've been lecturing and teaching here and researching since 2011. I did some teaching with 2012 and then through 26. So I've climbed through the ranks from lecturer, senior lecturer, associate professor to full professor. I do a lot of interaction with technology. I use my iPhone with GPS to help me on the bus. I use a laptop which has a screen reader on it. So if you're familiar with the iPhone, the VoiceOver, it's similar to that. And I use that to listen to what's on a screen because I can't see a screen as I'm totally blind. And I don't know if you zoom down and you can see the guide dog. His name's Fletcher. So before, when I would lecture, I'd come up to a podium, and the podium, the PC and all that technology on that podium didn't have a screen reader on it, so I couldn't navigate it. So I'd have an AV person, audio-visual person, would come in and help me set everything up. So I'd have a laptop, they'd find the cable, plug the cable in, which I could have done, plug the electrical power point in, which again I could have done, and then they clicked a few buttons, which I couldn't do, and then it'd be working, they'd walk off. So what we've done is you come up with this idea that I could use my iPhone to drive the AV system. And so now what happens is when I come into the room, I've already logged into the room's AV system by my iPhone, and I can come in and click power on if it's off, then click on laptop, click on volume. Normally it's around 80%, but if I wanted to up it or lower it, and then I could put my phone in my pocket and plug the laptop in, and the PowerPoint from the laptop is up on the screen. Well, it means that they don't have to worry about an AV person coming in, which AV is really good, but let's face it, if you want to think about someone who's been teaching and will teach for a number of more years, every single time I want to put up a PowerPoint, if I can't drive the PowerPoint to that simple connection, then there has been times when the AV guys run late, when it's a distraction while I'm talking to the AV guy. So it helps become more inclusive, and it's good for the students, I think, to see that I walk straight into the room and I can go drive the technology.
You were involved in this from the get-go throughout the kind of prototyping process. How did you find that process?
Found it really good. I mean, you and I have met apparently, I think it was 10 years ago in the Parnell building here at UQ, and you helped me, and then Italy reached out to you. You were saying to the Institute for Teaching, Learning and Innovation here at the University of Queensland, see if you could help, and you had this idea and you innovated and came along. So I thought it was really, for me, any innovation which is focusing on empowering, enabling is always exciting to be part of. And I think the journey was pretty smooth from my point of view. And also, more than just smooth, it was also quite exciting to see that the UQ, Innomate and a group of IT guys here all curious how they can crack out a solution which resolves a barrier to inclusion. Personally, I think one of the benefits of it not being reliant on a voice system would be if something is going on in the middle of the lecture, I can be talking and I can be talking and going on whatever I'm talking about, while at the same time listening to my iPhone, flicking through and just increase the volume. Whereas if the only functionality was to use voice into the phone, then I'd have to speak into the phone. So having both options would be okay, but wouldn't want to just have it audio in. And I mean, in terms of numbers, I think it's useful to reflect on, whilst it's, a professor of law who's totally blind using a guide dog, there's about 3 or 4 of them that I could point to in Australia who, five totally blind academics, I think I can think of off the cuff here. But if you extend that to students, and I think this is something people forget, we now have 12.3% of our student population reporting having a disability. And you think how many of them will want to drive a PowerPoint we don't know the breakdown of all those disabilities. A lot of psychosocial disabilities, but some are dyslexia as well. So we're talking in that 12.3% of the student population, it's just under 200,000 students. It's a huge number, and this enables academics, but also enables those students when they go to give a presentation. They don't have to rely on the academic to help them. They can be more empowered to do things themselves. The big thing is a lot of people with lower vision, but still some vision, may not want to let everyone know that they're blind. They just may not feel it's anyone's business. They don't want to talk about it. They just roll through. So you will see people with low vision who can walk around quite comfortably, but they may not see the screen very well. So this enables the people in that cohort as well. I think there's an awful lot. I'm part of a team at the University of Queensland called AI Engage, and we've got seed funding from the Disability Collaboratory to investigate options for digital inclusion and particularly with AI. So what Innomate does and what UQ's doing, I think there's a lot of opportunities using the higher education space as a platform to go to the transition from university into work and through work your career, because university has employment. But if you go to the student space, you can look downwards, well, not downwards, younger, and go to the transition from high school into university or through schooling as well. So there's an awful lot of opportunities, because for me, if you think about like Louis Braille, he was a brilliant guy, developed Braille, but he was essentially a charity case living in an institution and died very poor. If he was around in 2026 with the technology we've got now, he probably would have retired with a lot of money in the bank, because he's brilliant, he's blind, and just because you can't see, that doesn't hold you back, because you don't need sight to have vision. And with the technology enabling you to reach your full potential, having no sight now is less of a disability than it would have been when I was hit by a train in 1993. People talked about Paul going to the sheltered workshop. Well, they don't talk about people losing their eyesight now in that way. And all of that's come about because of society accepting diversity, but then technology enabling them to realise their dreams.